So we got a notification here from our dehumidifier. That is the old broken dehumidifier. Let's see here the new dehumidifier. So over here we got a message. You can see here on the app there's a notification sent out about the filter being dirty. So the filter has to be cleaned, and you have those different screens here where you can set what you want to get notifications about. Like, this thing doesn't have a pump, so that's why it's not necessary to turn that on. But it has this other thing. So bucket full, for example, if we look at the hose here, you know, it's running off a hose. Let's see if it's still working. Yeah, I think you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. It's dripping drop by drop. So if that gets clogged, the hose, it will go into the bucket as an emergency overflow. Once the bucket is full, you get your notification, and then you know something is wrong. So in this case, you have this filter message. Let's go here. There we can see this, the filter message here. The message you can clean out easily by pushing and holding the button for 3 seconds. Then it beeps and it turns off. But we really want to check the filter. Opening this up, and we take a look through it here against the light, and we see that this filter is 100% clean. There's not much dust in here in this basement. The filter function is probably something like a timer. So depending how many hours this thing is running, it will throw that message. And it's not about having a bad filter in there, but if it is dirty, you just wash it out over your sink. Let's do that you can see how this works. So I just put it here, and what you can do is just this here. Can you see this? You just run it under here and just wash out the dirt. You can also go from this side. It doesn't matter. Look at that. There's a little dirt on there. You just wash it out. That's neat, right? So it's all plastic. So it doesn't matter really if you get it wet or how wet you get it. There, you have this. Let's turn the water off. You can shake it a little if you want to, but you don't have to. This is the top here with those two snappers, and those here, there, and there. Those two tabs go into the hole in the dehumidifier. Let's see. So you can see those two tabs. There it goes in. And then you just have to make sure, clip it in over here and over here. If this is a little wet, a few drops, doesn't matter, because at the end this is a dehumidifier. It will dry that again automatically for you. I showed you already how to reset the message. We did that. And now this thing is good to go. Good to go. The dehumidifier is ready. You got the error message on it. So even though you don't live in this living space here, you may live somewhere else or be in upstairs the whole time and you don't know what's going on in your basement. This thing is messaging you if anything goes wrong, and therefore it's running the whole time. You see it over there. You also hear it's not too loud. Okay. So far, so good, right? Let's take a quick look here at our app again, where we can see how much electricity this thing needs. And as you can see, it does need quite a bit. Right? It depends on the humidity in your room, how much it has to work. But so for this house, it keeps it at that constant rate. Right? I do have a different house, a second house with a second one, the same exact model. If we look at that, it's like a little bit less, but still it's a good amount of electricity. With those kilowatts, you can drive a few miles per day with your Tesla, for example, for the same energy. I mean, you know, pulling out the humidity out of the air does cost you a penny. I can tell you that.